think that went okay, didn't it?
This is not a joke!
This is The Brief, reporting on behalf of the Motorcycle Action Group from the Labour Party conference. Breaking news at the conference, apparently the war on the motorist is ended.
And let me be clear, under this government, there is no such thing as a war on the motorist. Never has been, never will be.
But the Transport Secretary had a warning for anyone questioning this policy.
So let's dispense with the imaginary problems that are conjured up by conspiracists and cranks, and let's focus on solving the real world problems instead.
What follows is apparently a figment of your imagination. Our investigation begins with archive footage of the documentary Yes Minister. It was a documentary, wasn't it?
But that's how the civil service works in practice. Each department is controlled by the people who it's supposed to be controlling. You see, every department acts for the powerful sectional interest with whom they have a permanent relationship.
So the whole system is designed to stop the Cabinet from carrying out its policies?
Well, somebody's got to.
So what are the ways to travel around the UK in our current transport system? Or should I say, which ones does the Transport Secretary know about?
I drive, but guess what? I walk and I cycle too. And so does our brilliant local Transport Minister, Lilian Greenwood. We both take buses, we both take trains, trams and taxis too.
That's 7, right? Yeah, I'll count that. Yeah, that's 7. Anything missing? Wait, what was that? Did somebody hear something? Our analysis of the Transport Minister's speech found the following.
We are returning our railways to the service of passengers. Better buses are on their way. A new fleet of trams for South Yorkshire. I walk and I cycle too. Taxis too. Our ports and airports, therefore, are every bit as vital. Third runway at Heathrow.
We obtained footage from this year's earlier Motorcycle Industry Association conference. Here we can see the head of the MCIA discussing his strategy.
I was told, and this is 3 weeks before I actually even stepped into this job, that we would never get ministerial support behind motorcycling. And it was that alone that made me realise that we needed to completely speak a different language. We had to put the camouflage on.
Now, as you will be aware, camouflage is a well-established military tactic to ensure that your troops are spotted by the enemy. That's right, isn't it? That's how it works, yes? Camouflage? Yeah. Camouflage makes you more visible. But why would motorcycles be excluded from transport discussions? Archive footage again from 1982 may provide some context here.
The reason there has never been an integrated transport policy is that such a policy is in everybody's interest except the minister who creates it.
Why?
Now, how can I put it in a manner which is close to your heart? It is the ultimate vote loser. Now, if you give the job to the road services, the rail board and unions will scream. If you give it to the railways, the road lobby will massacre you. And if you cut British Airways' investment plans, they will hold a devastating press conference that same afternoon.
Policy choices causes opposition. Avoiding choices avoids opposition. Now, this government promised that it was going to publish an integrated national transport strategy, that it would be published before the end of the year, probably in the autumn, following consultations earlier this year. As you can clearly see, motorcycles are very prominently featured in the graphics around this consultation process. Now, obviously this flagship policy is something that is going to be discussed in the Transport Secretary's speech at the Labour Party conference, isn't it? Our analysis of the speech revealed absolutely no mentions of the integrated transport strategy.
It calls for a particular combination of talents, lots of activity but no actual achievement.
Camouflage?
It is the ultimate vote loser.
So for context, motorcycles take up less road space than cars, produce fewer emissions and reduce congestion. Those are good things, aren't they, right? Yeah. However, reaping these benefits requires inclusion of motorcycles in transport policy. The Motorcycle Action Group is engaging with policymakers and politicians to ensure that motorcycles are integrated into the transport strategy at the draft stage. This is important because once this policy is published, it's not likely to be changed for quite a few years.
Imaginary problems that are conjured up by conspiracists and cranks.
So to conclude, there is no war on motorists, only a complete absence of motorcycling in policy. This has been The Brief. I think that went okay, didn't it? Yeah, I think